Sunday recap for the employed people who couldn't watch throughout the week. Music taste is subjective till a nigga starts playing Drake.
My niece on the beach, shebang.
And what you find funny is subjective to you show me an extra Emily stream.
I really appreciate it. I never ever thought that I would hit so many.
Now, I don't like talking about female streamers slash content creators or YouTubers or whatever, because get this, guys. A lot of women already get a lot of hate online. And also, I don't want to sound like one of those guys with like podcasts that like sit around and like trash on women all day. That shit is fucking corny. However, some people do bring out the inner misogyny. Extra Emily is still under fire because her antics keep coming up online. They are not letting this poor girl rest. And one of the clips that's really blowing up online is when she was at Nando's and she puts on that clumsy anime girl persona.
Oh, so Sire, I'm visiting from America and I've never had Nando's before and I've heard some great things, like to get the medium quarter pound or something. And I wanted to, document my amazing experience here at Nando's.
Then there was the entire situation with her ruining Mr. Beast's video and revealing the entire studio and like basically like that video, think about it, chat, a Mr. Beast video could have probably made at least 100k and ExtraAnnoying ruins that video. That's like 100 bands just straight out of this pockets. That is fucking insane.
And then it finally happened.
Pretty sure I can go live. Like, I don't...
Are you live?
Yes.
You're live?
Yes.
Wait, this ruins everything. What are you doing?
They said I could go live.
Oh gosh.
Then there's the entire thing with her viewbotting, which I'm not really sure is 100% true. I don't really know how viewbotting works. Trust me, guys, if I knew how viewbotting works, I would not average 100 views per video. I'd be.
He's with Emily and you call Emily?
Have you bought it?
That was allegedly.
Essentially, Extra Emily hasn't had a good 2026, but the most recent controversy she's in is a prime example of women getting too much hate online. Because she's being mobbed in a clip where Emily accidentally rips a Canadian $5 bill, and somehow this got 4 million views.
Wait, that's pretty cool. But American dollars, you go... Wait.
Now, if I can be a Drake Glazer in this economy, I can certainly defend Extra Emily. Because I just feel like it's not that deep. But the hate on Emily is just a result of the snowball effect, where anything she does now just seems extremely annoying. But genuinely, bro, it's just a $5 bill. Relax. However, some of the comments have been really funny, with people basically saying that she's pushing 30 acting like this. And I'm gonna be deadass, bro. I thought Extra Emily was like 21, 22. She's 28, bro. She is 28.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
There are a few things that are inevitable in this world. Gravity, death, me cracking my neck, and extortionate price increases. And the latest slap to the face is Valve and the increase to the Steam Decks, where the 512GB OLED went from $550 to $789, and the 1TB OLED went from $649 to, get this, $949. These new prices reflect the current state of component costs and other global logistical challenges across the industry as a whole. For the people who don't know what that means, that is basically corporate for AI is giving us violent backshots, my nigga. Because an almost $250 and $300 price increase for a glorified PS Vita is insane.
Valve just raised the prices of the Steam Deck. The 512GB is $789 up from $549, and the 1TB, yo, buckle up for this, $949 up from $649. Raise the prices. Calm little $300 increase. To hell with us, right? These new prices reflect the current state. Oh my god, bro. This is bad, but this isn't the worst part. Dog, if this is what the Steam Deck costs now, we're barbecued, boy. This Steam machine about to cost a kidney. It's a wrap. This thing will be a band or more, no doubt. I remember people saying it'll be less than $500. Pack you up.
Now, I understand the devices are going up because of RAM prices and whatever. That's not news to any of us. But this is insane, bro. You remember when things were affordable? My Xbox I bought like 6 years ago ran me £250, but in the big 26, a handheld device is costing the same as a mid-tier PC. Every time I hear about these price increases, I get flashes on my mind of the raise the prices guy.
Raise the prices.
Just a few months ago, both Xbox and PlayStation also increased their prices by insane margins. And the funny thing is, no one was even buying these damn consoles anyway. They are expensive, and not even that they're expensive, there are no fucking games to play on these new consoles. So why the fuck are you increasing the prices? But lo and behold, Sony is thinking about making the PlayStation 6. When 5 years into the PS5's life cycle, 30% of PlayStation players are still on the fucking PS4.
Yo, boys, what's up? Y'all ready to play? We out on Fortnite? What we playing?
Turn that fan off, bro. Where you at? The fuck?
Nah, bro. It's not a fan, bro. What? It's my P4, bro. What are you talking about?
These numbers online show that nearly half our player base is still on our old consoles. So how can we bring these new players into the next generation?
Raise the prices.
Now, a lot of people are worried about Valve's next device called the Steam Machine, and it had some hype to it because some people were really looking forward to it. But with these new prices, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, bro. We are cooked. Most of the people looking forward to the Steam Machine coming out are already giving up, because if the Steam Machine is priced like a PC, then what the hell is the point, bro?
It is not looking good for the Steam Machine, y'all. So recently, Valve announced price updates for the Steam Deck OLED. The 512GB version goes up by like $200 to $789, and the 1TB version goes up by $300 to $949. Even at these prices, it sold out immediately within the day. But for the Steam Machine, this means that my earlier prediction of it being around $1,000, yeah, that's not gonna happen. If we're being honest, it's probably gonna be more around $1,300. Now, before you get your pitchforks to be angry at Valve, just remember that this is really not their fault, and pretty much any technology nowadays that has RAM and SSD is seeing major price increases. Some companies may have the luxury of selling hardware at a loss like Nintendo, but I don't think that Valve really has that luxury. Anyway, it's another sad day for gamers. I'm still gonna be buying the Steam Machine no matter what price it comes out at, so stay tuned for that.
Real shit, I genuinely believe that we will get to a point where gaming becomes such an expensive hobby that people just start going outside and playing sports and shit. And the global BMI goes down instantly because my Xbox is making that sound where it's clearly on fucking life support. So I'm thinking, maybe it's time to buy a PC. I'm a grown man now. Maybe I should invest in a PC. It would really help with editing and other stuff. And I'm looking at these prices, and I'm genuinely contemplating just joining a sports club or doing MMA, because I am not paying an arm and a leg to get rolled by a 15-year-old who never gets off the fucking game. Depressing news for the extremely unemployed, but Destiny 2 is shutting down. For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all, through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs. Building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. I'll be honest, I kind of thought support for this game had stopped a long time ago, because I haven't heard the name Destiny in a long time, but turns out the game is still alive. Well, kind of. But the game was still being supported. It just wasn't catching the success it needed to stay alive, which is insanely surprising, because I remember 8 years ago, Destiny was one of the biggest games ever. But after they came out with that second one, it was rough. It just slowly faded into irrelevancy. This isn't a big shock to a lot of people, because Destiny 2 has been bleeding players quicker than a... Sorry guys, I'm not moist critical. I don't know where I was going with that. But point is, the game has been dying for years. And the only time it has an uptrend is when a new expansion comes out. But then the player count dips back down anyways to like high god levels, and they struggle to maintain those numbers.
Check out Destiny 2 Steam numbers. If Marathon flops, I think it's over for Destiny. Is that true? Let me see. Destiny 2 Steam numbers. And so it has 13,000 players. And so, oh, Jesus. What a flop! Oh my god, it's actually crashing and burning. Is this the worst it's ever been? It is!
I personally don't care that much because I never played a lot of Destiny, but I do recognize that at some point, it was one of the biggest games on the planet. And a lot of people had a deep emotional connection to it. Like, just take a look at some of the TikToks people are making, because Destiny 2 is shutting down. Destiny had a lot of potential in my opinion, but one of the things that really held the game back was the egregious expansion prices. I think when I tried to get into Destiny, a lot of the OP guns and the new abilities were locked behind expansion packs that would run you about £40 a piece, which I think is about $50 or $45, I don't know. That's just fucking insane. That's almost the price of a full game in an economy where the biggest games on the market are free. You'd be so far behind unless you were willing to fork over £40 for every expansion. At that point, dude, I'd just rather get railed by a 14-year-old on Fortnite called Timmy boxed you or some shit. I hate though. This is just a case of another game with insane potential ruined by capital and investor greed. Over the final months of its run, you can just see how much the game was falling off. Now, a lot of people are speculating that they are shutting down Destiny in order to focus more on their new title, Marathon, which is funny. It's just fucking hilarious, actually, because right now, Marathon is doing worse than Destiny at its lowest. So, what are they gonna do? Destiny 3, baby? Run it back a third time.
Marathon is getting absolutely destroyed by review bombs because Bungie just casually announced that Destiny 2 is basically going on life support and will stop getting major content updates after the last one releasing this June. Oh, and according to Bloomberg, they're pairing that massive disappointment with yet another round of employee layoffs. So, naturally, longtime Destiny players are expressing their deep corporate love by flooding Marathon's pages to trash Bungie's entire future. The irony here is beautiful, because Marathon is already walking on a razor-thin tightrope. If this game doesn't meet PlayStation's massive financial expectations, which it definitely won't since players are leaving and never coming back, it's near official to be the next direct target on PlayStation's chopping block. So yeah, I guess the end of Bungie, Destiny, or anything from the studio is near because we're talking about PlayStation here. They don't care what you made before, and Blue Point Games Studio is the perfect example.
But doing research for this video, I learned that a lot of the content for this game was being sunsetted, which means deleted and you can't play it anymore. And one of the fucked up things that they did was they sunsetted DLC. They sunsetted DLC content that players paid for. So maybe the downfall of Destiny was deserved. I don't know, bro. Back in the day, you paid for one game, you had that shit forever. I still have my Black Ops 2 disc I bought back in 2015. But in the Big 26, you could pay £40 for a game. No, not £40. Games are 80 now. You can pay £80 for a game and it could be deleted in a couple of years. I can't help but feel like the signs were already there, team. For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs. Building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clearer that after the final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. As our focus turns towards a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our next games. To that end, on June 9th, 2026, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 to begin that new journey as a studio. Though active development may be concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable, just as the original Destiny is today. Many changes in the final update will aim to ensure that Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for our players to return to. We're proud of Destiny 2, the places it took us, and the legacy it has created. Because of you all, our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome to the Pale Hearts to the Lawless Frontier, we have forged lifelong memories and friendships with you all. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who made the journey with us from the deepest parts of our hearts. Thank you. We'll see you in the stars. That shit almost made a nigga cry. But yeah, Destiny 2, Destiny in general is shutting down, bro. You guys might be familiar with a YouTuber called Grandma Crackers, an 81-year-old who streams Minecraft to raise money for her grandson's cancer treatment. In a video she uploaded a few days ago, she announced that she had been swatted. Someone had made a fake phone call to the authorities, saying that she had been murdered by her own grandson. According to her recollection, there were about 20 police cars and SWAT vehicles, all surrounding her house with firearms, all because they thought something horrible had went down. She said herself, "I had never had that much attention in my life." And the funny part of the entire situation is that Grandma Crackers actually had a good time. She also said, I was getting all kinds of Uggs, I was really eating it up. It was kind of fun.
But it was kind of fun.
It was.
Yeah, yeah,
It was kind of fun.
yeah, yeah.
And my kids and my grandkid and my kid, they were hugging me, you know.
She stated that it was the first time she rode any police car. She felt very safe and protected. And after the entire situation died down, she went straight to bed.
You can't get that much attention normally. I was getting all kinds of hugs. I was really eating it up. It was kind of fun. And then I got to ride in the police car.
Yeah.
I've never been in a police car before.
Yeah.
Got to ride in the police car to my apartment. And then it was all over. So I thought, well, I got to go to bed. So I took an ibuprofen and went to bed.
Now, we love Grandma Crackers because she's managed to raise about $100K for her grandson's treatment, and his cancer is now in remission. But Grandma Crackers is a trooper because she's kept streaming in order to raise money for other children with cancer. What a fucking goat. To whoever made the phone call trying to get this poor old lady swatted, I hope you know you are a sad, pathetic individual, and I hope you get what you deserve, because swatting isn't funny. Swatting is not fucking funny, guys. People have actually lost their lives because of false 911 calls. So doing this to an 81-year-old lady trying to raise money for children with cancer is nothing short of cruel and sad. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I am trying to hit 1K before the end of the year, so a like, comment, and sub would be greatly appreciated. Please.